welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, share, turn on your post notification, hit the bell, just do everything you gotta do down below. So we're gonna get right into this video. Okay, so um I got back to Daytona on the 9th. I came a day early because for the sophomores, check-in was the 10th. That was Monday or whatever. So fast forward. Okay, Wednesday. I ain't really do nothing major, or whatever. I think like I was with my friends or whatever. We was just chilling, or we went like to the store during the daytime. That night was at the park. Now, if you in Daytona or you go to my school, or whatever, you know this park. Like you know it's not that big or whatever. So we chill in the parking lot. Like it looked like you'd think it's a party or whatever. Everybody just was like the park is the spot. That's why they call it the spot. So it's like everybody just at the park vibing, chilling, whatever. You'd think it was a car show or something. It was so many cars, like it was packed. So we chilling or whatever. So we backed up. Okay, the people that in this story, we gonna get them. Candy, their nickname is Candy, Eminem, and Skylar. So the way okay, Eminem is the driver, Candy is my friend, Skylar is the boy that was with us. So the way how Eminem part, like we was part like back then to like where we could see everything, and like okay, um so yeah, we was in a red car or whatever. So um Skylar came to the car or whatever. So we asked him, was like, oh, why you don't sell edibles or whatever? He was like, I do. My friend, he got some. So mind you, we are already in a red car. So a red car pulled up next to us back then. So it's like two red cars next to each other. So his friend hop out, whatever, they talking with the woo. So we thinking we good with the edibles, like he done paid for them, or his friend can let us slide and get like stuff free or whatever. Um so the boy, he hopped out, he telling us about the product or whatever. He was saying like telling us his story when his experience when he ate it, how he woke up 3 o'clock in the morning, how he thought some hit him like or some slapped him 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So he had a handful of them. He was like, y'all can hold them, look through them, see what flavor y'all want. Da da da. Whoop, whoop. So he had cherry, grape, and blue raspberry, and it was a handful. So Candy, my friend Candy, she had them in her hand. So I'm in the back seat while they in the front, and the boy was at the passenger window. So we laughing about his story or whatever, whatever. He asking us like or whatever, just talking about the merch, just having a small conversation with Skylar had left already do what he do. So I picked cherry. Candy had grape, and Eminem had blue raspberry. So we done picked our flavor. We gonna open them. Scholar came back and was like, y'all didn't pay that man. Y'all didn't pay the man. So we looking at him like, what is you talking about him? Like you done got out. You like kind of whispering or whatever. We thinking it's on you. So he's like, nah, y'all tripping or whatever. Y'all ain't pay the man. So mind you, what we was at earlier, I believe we had went to Walmart earlier that day or somewhere, and I was just rotten or whatever, so I ain't have my money, ain't have nothing, ain't have no bag, no money, nothing on me. So Eminem, she had paid for me and hers, and then Candy, I had paid for hers cash or whatever. So it's been a fall, y'all. Uh, my tripod is giving me problems. Alright, I'm back. So, I'm back. My tripod is giving me problems, so I'm probably gonna cut this out. So, um, we paid or whatever for it. I was like, y'all wanna take a bite at the same time or whatever. So they opened theirs and started eating before me, and then like while they halfway done, I'm still at the top or whatever. Mine's had 420 milligrams. Candy's on was 500, and M&M's on was 400. So they started eating before me, and I started eating after. And I think that night this boy named E, he asked Eminem to take him to Wawa to get some snacks. So we ended up going to Wawa or whatever. We came back, and like before we left, the police they had came and closed the gates or whatever, or shut down whatever was going on at the park. So we came back or whatever, parked on the side or whatever. Um, Scholar, he was calling looking for us. He found us or whatever. So like he in his own little world or whatever, he don't really know what's going on. He just know that we wanted edibles and we was finna eat, or we was eating them. So it started kicking in for them before me. Like they like the on the back of the package it say 60-minute activation, but it felt like it started kicking in like less than 60 minutes, less than an hour. Like it kicked in like 30 minutes. So um, what else? What else? Um, so Candy, it started affecting Candy. So she was like, cause like when your phone blue, well, Eminem phone was Bluetooth or whatever, and it showed like her battery logo or whatever, icon, whatever you want to call it for her phone. So Kenny was like, "Oh, your car dying. Look, look, look." So I'm like, it's hitting her. It's affecting her. So, and if Candy and Eminem, if y'all watching this, shout outs to y'all. I love y'all. Whatever. Y'all my dogs. So that night, it was like it was funny, but never again. But anyway, back to the story. So, she was like, the car dying, the car dying. So we like, the car not dying. So then, the train, it was a train running late at night. So they was like, let's race against the train. So, um, Candy said that, and then Eminem was like, let's race against it with the car, whatever. And then like, they was just talking crazy or whatever. And so Eminem was like, I don't think I'll be able to drive or whatever. And they was trying to get out the car, so I was trying to keep them inside so like they won't run, go do nothing stupid or nobody get hurt. So I told Skylar like you might have to drive or whatever. Fast forward, okay, so he was done doing what he was doing or whatever. He asked us was we good, and I told him they tripping or whatever is like hitting him. I'm the only one that's still kind of sober. This nigga took forever to get us like to the room or whatever to leave. Like this nigga took forever, and I was mad at him for this because like it hit me like it's kind of like wearing off on everybody else, but it hit me last. Like anyway, so he was at the gate or whatever, cross the street talking to these boys or whatever. Kenny was like, oh, the boy he jumped in the gate. The boy wasn't jumping the gate. He was leaning on the gate. You know how you lean on the gate and you dap somebody else. So that's what he was doing. Anyway, so Skylar, he was talking or whatever. So he was like it was hard for him to get Eminem in the back. So I ain't even realize I was pulling on her arm. She was like, you pulling my arm. So I thought I was just holding her arm or whatever. So she in the back seat or whatever. Kenny's still in the front. So we just sitting there in the car, windows rolled down, and it is people what we was part of that they can see us. So I don't know if like they was like hearing us and like looking at us like that was so embarrassing. This was an embarrassing moment. So I'm like, what's taking us so long to leave? Like, why we ain't leave yet? So he was like, you said why we ain't leave yet? So he pulled off or whatever. He took the long way or whatever. So we ended up going back to their dorm building or whatever. So this part why they sent out that. So they was like, oh, we got back or whatever. I had to pee back. So I ended up going pee first or whatever. But before we even like let me go back before I even got to our room. It was a bunch of RAs at the desk. So we walked in or whatever. Mind you, Skylar with us. It was like those are our A's. So it was like we was heading to the stairs and was like, yeah. Fast forward, I went to her bathroom or whatever. I guess was making noise in the hallway. So fast forward, I don't really think we was making like we wasn't even that loud. And then plus, I don't think nobody was really in their room. But anyway, so I ended up using her bathroom or whatever. RAs came knocking on the door talking about RA, check, like looking to see like anybody else in the room or whatever. They was like, oh, you don't supposed to have visitors, blah blah blah. They was trying to say they caught me in my jacket, my red. I'm gonna probably insert like the little bloop at the end of me trying to make this video before I make this. I tried to make this video 5 times. This is the 5th attempt that y'all looking at now. But I'm gonna insert a video like right here somewhere where you can see jackets. So they was like, oh, we seen somebody with those colors or whatever. So when I got done using the bathroom, I hid in the other room behind the door because the doors was open to the room. Nobody didn't move in yet. So I hid behind the door. So after they left, I went back into her room or whatever. She was like, I told them you left or whatever. Like, she was laughing or whatever. I like it wore off of Candy. Me and Eminem was the only one that got affected. I don't know how. Anyway, so Candy, she was just talking crazy or whatever. She didn't go through like what we went through. So it's like I was stuck when we got out the car. I was stuck like yeah, I was like really like on another planet. So um so so she was like, oh, I told him you love or whatever. So fast forward, I had to pretend that I was her roommate. I switched jackets or whatever. She told me turn on light, turn off her light or whatever. I couldn't even get off the bed. I was just froze. Like I was just sitting there staring at her like I was deaf. Like I couldn't talk. Like what? I was just staring. And she was on the phone with somebody. Lucky he was able to like help her with me or whatever. This is why I always say drinking, smoking, it does not fit my personality. Like it had me tripping. Like it had me walk around either smiling or I'd just be mad tripping. So, um, what else happened? So, um, that night I ended up calling my mom. Lucky she didn't answer. I called my mom, and then I called my no. We ended up calling my cousin. Then we ended up calling Skylar, whatever. So yeah, we ended up FaceTiming Skylar and or whatever. So um, I called my mom. I was like, it felt like I was dying. Like true definition out of my body. Like this was the true definition of my body. So it's like it felt like I was dying, but I knew I wasn't dying because like they didn't get no hint, no sign that I was dying. Like I was just having flashbacks or whatever, like of my memory. Like so, I was shaking. I threw up, I believe. Um, for me to like snap out of it, she had to put me in the shower and run cold water over me. That's probably how my hair. That's why my hair ended up getting messed up. Like snap me out of it. That like help or whatever. So mind you, this was like Wednesday night. So we all 3 of us we ended up sleeping a whole day. Like Thursday, when Thursday came, we slept the whole day. It didn't feel like it. Like I was waking up or whatever. I kept waking up, and when I called my cousin, like she didn't know too much, but her son did. So he was like, she gotta relax, she gotta chill, she gotta lay down. Like tell her lay down and relax. Like heart was being fast or whatever. Like true definition of my body. So it's like so Thursday came, I woke up. I woke up like 12, 1 something in the morning, Thursday night. This is going on Friday, basically. So I woke up feeling good or whatever. Mind you, I had to dry off or whatever. I spent the night in her room or whatever. So I woke up. Lucky I was in some type of I had some type of mind, right mind, to walk myself back to my room or whatever. So I was holding on to my phone tight, had my key, socks. Got back to my room. I couldn't get in. Like, I don't know, something was going on with the key. Like, I think it was raining that night. Um, I think I fell asleep the outside the door, and like, I fell asleep. I got bit by some ants. I fell asleep out there, and then I was like, you know what? I gotta get in. I finally got in or whatever. Came out of my room, took a shower. Y'all, when I tell you, like, this really had me out my body. Like, it had me dreaming like crazy stuff. Um, I wasn't eating. Like, when we was like, mind you, I was with them like for almost a whole week, whatever. So when we was going to get food, I wasn't eating. Like, I was like eating desserts or whatever. So it was like, and my mind wasn't functioning. Like, people was trying to talk to me or whatever. Like, you come up to me or whatever. Like, during the daytime, my mind was functioning, but at the nighttime, like, as hours passed by, it's like my mind is in slow motion. Like, I'm still high. Like, what is she saying? Like, I'm like, yeah. I'm wasn't functioning. That's all I kept seeing was my mind not functioning. And I was like, when I was with them, I was like falling asleep quick in the backseat, whatever. Like, my mind wasn't functioning. Trying to like, people was trying to talk to me, try to get my number, whatever. End up taking pictures, mind not functioning. Mind you, I'm walking places, getting in the car or whatever. So it's like, it felt like I was hallucinating, like I was dreaming, or whatever. So I'm like, then it had me tripping. I'm thinking my senses like not working no more. It felt like my nose and my taste like, but nah, I wasn't tripping. I felt like my smell was gone because my room don't have a smell. So it's like, and then the mask don't make it no better. And then taste, that's just from me not just eating, wanting to eat or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, I not too long ago shook back from it. Like, excuse me, like I not too long ago just shook back from it. Like, it took me almost 2 weeks. Um, the outcome of it, I missed first week of classes. So it's like now I'm playing catch up or whatever. I advise you do not take this at school. If you do, make sure you're around some true friends or people that's going to help you out or family or whatever. And make sure you eat your full meal or whatever. Eat some food before you actually take it. Because I don't believe I ate that much before I took it. So, yeah, and then what else? Um, oh, we ended up seeing the boy that sold us the edibles. He was like, "Y'all want some more?" And we were like, "Heck no!" Like, that was true definition out my body. And he ended up, Skylar ended up uh, taking pictures of Eminem showing the boy that gave us the edibles. Like, don't do that. Like, that was so embarrassing. Like, I'm so glad that night where I was like, I had like a little piece of the right mind when I was walking back. I'm so thankful that nothing did happen to me. Cause it's late at night and I'm walking like from the other side of campus. Like, I'm so thankful. Like, if I wasn't in the right of mind, I could have, cause it'd be busy on the app. I could have got hit or somebody could have tried to take me. I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for people that was around me, friends or whatever. And what else? It's still for like I'm still in it, like it's still in my system. Cause it be feeling like I be hallucinating and fascinating, but I know I'm not, and I know it's out of my system now. So it's like now I'm just taking it day by day, trying to be sober for the most part. Like, you offer me some, like, nah, I'm good. but like the smell of weed is like so tempting to like you just be like you just want to be like. But say no to drugs and alcohol. I don't not telling y'all to do this. Don't do it because like the smell. It's like it do something to my stomach. I'd be like, so tempting. I sound like a crackhead. But no, seriously, say no to it. It that's we like we was like when we was all in our right mind, we was like laughing about it or whatever, like saying we'll never do it again or whatever. Like it was my first experience with the edible, but I never again do it again. Um, who never knows? I mean, my birthday coming up, I'm just playing, but no, I would never do it again. I continue being so yeah. That's pretty much it for this video. And if you want more videos or if you have ideas for me to do while I'm on campus or around campus, comment down below. Y'all give me some ideas to do. So, yeah, make sure you share this video. Thanks.